Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Joe Hindy, the Android Authority app guy. Baldur's Gate was released in 1998, and it was single-handedly responsible for renewing the RPG genre on PCs. Now, it's been released for Android, and we're going to check it out. If you've played Baldur's Gate before, a lot of this won't feel new to you. However, the last time you played it, you probably played it with a keyboard and a mouse, which allowed for a lot more action at once. In this version, you'll be playing with touch controls, and believe me, the experience is vastly different. You can do pretty much everything you used to be able to do: attack, cast and learn spells, pick up and use items, switch between characters, and all of the other things you're used to being able to do. For those who have never played before, your character and another character named Mon are lifelong friends who embark on an adventure to save Baldur's Gate from sinister forces. It is a very long adventure. Along the way, you meet new friends and digest a lot of storyline. The game can go for well over 40 hours, even if you're a quick game player. For first-time players, it'll be much longer than that. Comparatively speaking, Baldur's Gate is one of the largest, longest, and most complex games ever to be released on Android. And that's really it for gameplay, folks. You start the game, you play the story, get through the quests, and the story ends. It is worth mentioning that there are 2 additional characters available as in-app purchases, along with a voice set and a portrait set. You can use these to augment your experience and customize your character a little bit. It also includes pretty much all of the DLC and expansion packs from the original Baldur's Gate. The mechanics are where things start to get sticky. Where there were once hotkeys and keyboard commands and mouse movements, there are now touch controls. Admittedly, things are a lot slower on mobile than they were on PC. You tap on areas to navigate to them or on objects to interact with them. This includes staircases, doors, chests, traps, people, enemies, and general navigation. On the left side, there are icons that open various things such as your spell list, inventory, journal, character sheet, as well as buttons that let you rest and pause the game. Resting, of course, also doubles as a way to learn spells, and pausing the game is an essential element to get your party in order during intense moments of the game, because touch controls simply aren't fast enough on their own. On the right side is your party list, where you can switch between characters, as well as buttons that do things like raise and lower character names on the screen and show objects. On the bottom is an action bar where you choose your special abilities, attacks, spells, and items that you can use. Pretty much everything in this game is tapping. You tap to move, tap to attack, tap to select things, and tap to do pretty much anything else. There really aren't any weird swipe or gesture commands. In the journal, you can take down your own notes and use the device keyboard for that. Okay, so here's what we liked about Baldur's Gate. The story is long and complex. It ranks among the longest games available on Android. It's almost twice as long as Bard's Tale, and that's not counting the Black Pit DLC and the other various expansions that come included with this game for free. If you're a gamer and you like games that actually take a long time to beat, I think you're gonna like this. The graphics and music are above average. They're not amazing because if you pinch to zoom on screen, things get a little bit fuzzy. However, the game as a whole, including the cutscenes, are very fun to look at. There are virtually none of those things that people typically complain about with Android games. There are microtransactions, but they in no way affect the game and are optional add-ons. There are no advertisements or buying energy or anything ridiculous like that, just the pure Baldur's Gate experience. The story is actually pretty good considering the time when it was written and considering the scope of the game. It also has those reputation mechanics that you can earn or lose depending on your action and dialogue choices. All of this adds to the complexity, but in a way that the player can control. Lastly, there is multiplayer support. You can connect using TCP/IP connection or through the game server and play through the game with friends if you so choose. And here is the bad. The controls are quite complicated, and it may take a beginner some time to master. There are a lot of screens and a lot of customizations and commands. If you're a beginner, it can be quite overwhelming until you get used to it. Some of the mechanics are tedious. For example, you'll have to pause the game fairly frequently to plan out ways of attack in order to stay on top of things. If you were hoping for a Diablo or World of Warcraft style real-time hack and slash, you were mistaken. While the port is responsibly done for the most part, there are occasional glitches and missing features. Some people have reported screen freezing and lockups. Lastly, there are no Google Play game services, so no cloud saving, no achievements or anything like that, and this is a game that could have used those things. Overall, whether or not you will like this game or hate this game depends on what kind of gamer you are. If you're strictly casual like Angry Birds or even Clash of Clans, you may not like this title. If you're a PC or console gamer looking for that level of game on Android, you may very well like this title. If you get to play it without most of the bugs that are being reported, it's a long and amazing game that pretty much any RPG enthusiast will enjoy. It does have its problems, but fans of the series and the genre can likely get past them to enjoy the game. It's $9.99, which is a little steep, but in all fairness, this isn't your standard $1 game. If you want to try it out, we'll have a link posted in the written companion, which is in the video description below. Once again, I'm Joe Hindy, the Android Authority app guy. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you want to follow Android Authority myself or the rest of the video team, you can find our social media links in the video description below. If you're hanging out for a minute, we have a couple of awesome videos for you to watch right over there, including my review of Riptide GP2 as well as my review of CSR Racing. Finally, don't forget to check out the written companion in the video description below because that's where you're going to find the download link. As always, thanks for watching everybody, and have a wonderful day.